The person that Michelle, Cody, and I think should be inducted into the Icon Hall of Fame is LeBron James. And if you're already not familiar with LeBron James, he's a prominent basketball player for the LA Lakers currently. And our thesis is, although there are many great athletes of our generation, LeBron James is an icon of the 21st century due to his transcendence into social and political issues, in addition to his overwhelming dominance in basketball.
Dominance in the NBA. LeBron James is a four-time NBA champion, four-time NBA MVP, four-time Finals MVP, and has won 2 Olympic gold medals. LeBron James is currently third in NBA all-time scoring with 33,644 points, only behind Karl Malone and Hakeem Abdul-Jabbar. LeBron James never went to college and went straight into the NBA. James holds the NBA's record for most points in the playoffs and is currently third all-time in points scored. LeBron is the first player to ever win NBA Finals MVP honor as a member of 3 different franchises: Miami Heat, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron is 36 years old and still posts insane stat lines to this day. LeBron's 2020-2021 stats are as follows: 33.4 minutes per game, 2.3 made threes per game, 7.7 rebounds, 7.8 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.6 blocks, and 25 points per game. On fantasy basketball, he is listed as point guard, small forward, and power forward. He can play all positions. LeBron James is arguably the best basketball player ever. LeBron is sitting on 35,000 plus points for his career. If the former number 1 overall pick can maintain his current scoring pace for a little bit longer, he'll become the league's all-time leader. This is a remarkable opportunity, as most believe Kareem's record of 38,387 will never be topped. After winning a pair of championships with the Miami Heat, LeBron James decided to come back to the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2014, announcing that he was coming home. 1 season later, he would lead the team to its first title in franchise history, defeating a historic 73-9 Warriors team led by Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, and ending a 52-year drought in Cleveland. Cleveland made a historic 3-1 comeback in the NBA Finals. Without LeBron James' help, none of this would have ever happened. In Game 7 of the historic 3-1 Cavaliers comeback in the 2015-2016 season, LeBron James had an insane, incredible chase-down block on Andre Iguodala, leading to a big defensive possession. On the following play, former teammate Kyrie Irving hit a big step-back 3 on Stephen Curry to help seal the deal. LeBron James in the 2015-2016 NBA Finals led both teams in points, assists, and rebounds for the entire series. He averaged 35.8 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 8.8 assists for the series. He shot 39.8% throughout the whole series and had a remarkable 2-game stretch of 41 and 41 points. LeBron James has averaged at least 25 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in 15 different seasons. Next most is 8 by Oscar Robertson. LeBron James' total stats for each team as follows. He has played 11 seasons with the Cleveland Cavaliers, averaged 27.2 points, 0.8 blocks, 1.6 steals, 7.3 assists, 7.3 rebounds. He has played 4 seasons with the Miami Heat, averaging 26.9 points, 0.7 blocks, 1.7 steals, 6.7 assists, and 7.6 rebounds. He has played 3 seasons with the Los Angeles Lakers, averaging 25.9 points, 0.6 blocks, 1.2 steals, 8.9 assists, and 8 rebounds.
So LeBron James has a significant social impact in the sense that he's the founder and the CEO of the James Family Foundation. And the purpose of this foundation is to raise money and devote many resources to helping kids achieve a good education and positive environment in LeBron's hometown of Akron, Ohio. And the way that they do this is that they do many fundraising events, as well as LeBron putting in his own money into the foundation in order to sponsor certain kids and try to get them on the path to college, as well as buying them school supplies. And it shows the way that LeBron James is giving back to his community, and that although he still left and he's no longer in Ohio as he plays on the Los Angeles Lakers, he still has them in his heart, and he still supports many kids through his foundation, and he understands the real value of education throughout this all. On top of LeBron donating supplies to children and sponsoring children to go on the track to college, he also built an $84 million building, which was completed in 2015. And in this building, it includes 89 affordable housing units, office space, and Dream Charter School for 500 students for kindergarten through 8th grade. So this also shows, as I said, in the 89 affordable housing units, that he's even trying to provide a home for those who are struggling and those who are poor. And although the main purpose of the whole foundation is centered at trying to help kids with education, it also shows that he's trying to help those who are in poverty or unlucky or stricken. And in the slideshow, you can see that it's him giving a speech at his foundation, surrounded by kids who have underwent his foundation and who have completed it and who are being helped by his very charitable acts at the moment.
LeBron James using platform for racial inequality. James has a combined social media following of 135.9 million, and he uses his platform to raise awareness for issues such as police brutality in America and the Black Lives Matter campaign. For example, he turned his Instagram feed into a page for racial activism. In the past, James has posted a video to his Instagram of a different teenager or a young adult with the experience in a social injustice. An example of this is a video from Kiris Rogers, an 11-year-old who started an anti-bullying focused clothing company after she was bullied because of her skin color. And this is just one example of how LeBron used Instagram to raise awareness and spread positivity. In addition, he has used Twitter posts to challenge the news media and even just talk about racial issues. For example, on the right side, you can see that he states, "Change doesn't happen with just talk," James tweeted. "It happens with action and it needs to happen now. For my I Promise School kids in communities across the countries, it's on us to make a difference together. That's why your vote is more than a vote. Black Lives Matter." And another quote from him was, "We want the cops arrested who committed that crime," James said. As one of the leaders of this league, I want her family to know and the state of Kentucky to know we feel for her and we want justice. That's what it's all about. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. This is a wrong situation that's going on in my eyes. LeBron has not only used his platform to speak out on political and social issues, but recently helped form a More Than a Vote group, which is dedicated to mobilizing African American voters and fighting voter suppression. LeBron is clearly actively using his platform to make a tangible difference in our society. And agree with his political beliefs or not, his efforts should be at least applauded.
Sources. Our first source is LeBron James, America's most popular athlete, is increasingly using his powerful position to speak out against racial inequality. This is from Forbes magazine that was published in June 5th, 2020. Our second source is LeBron James Stats News Bio from ESPN. Our third and final source is from Fox Sports. Lakers star LeBron James has a talent for adaptability like no other.